honor to our Creator and our ancestors. So what I'm going to do, if you've never, anybody ever hear of libations? Pouring libations? Anybody heard? You ever heard of pouring libations?
No.
No? All right, you know what an ancestor is?
Yeah.
What is an ancestor?
It's like a person that lived for a long time.
It came before you, like your grandma, your great-great-grandma, and ancient people that's gone already, right?
Like slavery and stuff.
All beyond slavery. We're talking about kings, dynasties, people who did great things. You know we got people who did great things before slavery and during slavery. You ever heard of Harriet Tubman?
Yeah.
All right, what did Harriet Tubman do?
She let over 300 people to freedom.
There you go, freedom. Right, that's the key.
Right.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Right.
So what we do, libations is opportunity to call their name to remember the great things that they did. So that's like being happy that she helped those people out. All right. So we use water. You know why I use water?
Yes.
For libations, why?
Wait, no.
Because water, nothing could exist in life without water. Your body has a lot of water in it. Trees have water. Water is everywhere. What would the world be without water? Nothing.
Like a desert.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't. All right, so what we do is you call out an ancestor's name, anybody, and then I pour the water into the bowl. All right? So you want to start us off?
Yes.
Okay. Call someone.
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman.
Ashe.
Ashe. Anybody?
Lillian Hopkins.
Lillian Hopkins. Ashe. Ashe.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Ashe.
Clarence Washington.
Ashe.
George Washington.
Carver. Ashe.
Right.
Alberta Deloach.
Ashe.
Teresa Frisbee.
Ashe.
Willie Lee Slaughter.
Ashe.
Angela Chambers.
Ashe.
Abraham Lincoln.
Charlie. Ashe.
Abraham Lincoln.
Call out some names in your own family.
Yeah.
People who are gone.
Harriet Jacobs.
What was you still got your grandma?
What? Our grandma?
Benjamin Banneker.
Anybody?
That's a lizard.
Anybody? Malcolm X.
Marcus Garvey.
Ashe.
Imhotep.
Ashe.
Henry Howland Garnett.
Ashe.
Joe Frazier.
Ashe.
Tupac Shakur.
Ashe.
Del Jones.
Ashe.
Mother Mattie Humphrey.
Ashe.
Joe Lewis.
Reverend Ishaka Musa Badashango.
Excuse me.
Ashe.
Excuse me. What?
Dawn Studley.
That's crazy.
Dawn Studley.
Ashe.
What?
Anybody else?
Somebody said that? No. That's crazy. They said it on my answer.
Ashe. All right. All the ancestors. Now, water is important because it retains memory. This is called a singing bowl. So we're going to bring the vibration of everything we just invoked into it. So it's going to make a sound. We use these for meditation sometimes. All on the same frequency. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Welcome to the Black Bank. We get it in. Go ahead, brother. You got the floor, God.
Indeed, we are the sum total of all our ancestors.
Yes.
If our ancestors had not existed, we would not exist. nor would our descendants exist. We give thanks that our ancestors thought of us. That's key. We give thanks that our ancestors thought of us. Because if they had not thought of us, then we wouldn't be here. And so it's imperative that we think about our descendants 1,000,000 years from now, what we want them to be about. So I'll say on that. Now, my name is Baba Komi Tau Sankofa, and we're going to mainly talk about water and the need for clean, wholesome, healthy water. But I'm going to open up with something called iatrogenesis. I know you've heard of it. That's about correctly prescribed drugs take their toll on millions of people. Why am I opening with this? Because the drugs that you hopefully don't take, that are advertised on a regular basis, especially on television, are killing us. Killed my mother. The toxins that these things produce will kill you. If your parents or your grandparents, your great-grandparents are taking medications, see if you can get them to get off that stuff and talk to people like Brother Ali and various other health practitioners around the city. More than 2 million Americans become seriously ill every year because of toxic reactions to correctly prescribed medicines taken properly. And 106,000 die from it every year. Iatrogenesis. Watch some of the advertisements on television, and in their deliberation they will say this medication will cause side effects, and the side effects, and they list them. But in there, listen closely, because if they say, oh yeah, and by the way, this stuff might kill you, then you should know not to take it. It's very, it's real simple. Don't take it.
Right.
Top 20 things that are more dangerous to children than lead paint in Mattel toys. Number 1, mercury filings. Vaccines. And this is the time of year that the system in which we live, they promote taking vaccines. He'll tell you that stuff is killing people.
Got the flu going around so far.
We're seeing it like everybody.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
You know, not just a normal flu. People are out.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is flu. So it's not just 3 letters, it's influenza.
There you go.
All right? And you're talking about congestion, because we consume milk, other dairy products, bread, a lot of commercial breads, cheese in the form of pizza. Pizza was highly promoted during the Frank Rizzo era. It was tomato, what would they call it? Tomato pie. That's what it was called. How old do you think I am?
Tomato pie.
Somebody, just one or two people guess.
65.
About 72.
You're over, you're close. 68. All right? Now, I come up in South Philadelphia. There was a lot of Italian, but that was Little Italy, South Philly. Tomato pie, that's what it was. But then they come up with all this cheese, because in Wisconsin and various other states where they had all these cows producing this milk, and they had to make some money. So now they pumping cheese on your chicken, cheese on your burger, cheese on your fries. Come on, y'all. Stop killing yourselves.
I love cheese.
And what is cheese? Rotten milk.
Rotten milk.
Right?
Glue.
Fermented rotten milk.
Yeah.
Elmer's glue.
Wow. Bam. That's what it is. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay.
So, what about when they say vegan cheese, or
Yeah.
is it that same process of rotting the almond milk, or
They still
soy?
ferment it.
It's
They ferment it.
right?
They ferment in the process, yep.
Okay.
The soy, the rice. It's the same thing.
Right.
Fermented
The rice
milk.
cheese.
I thought it was cow snot.
Damn.
Oh.
He going there.
Well, cow's milk is pretty much the same thing as cow's snot,
Exactly.
because it's all its lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system, just like if you urinate, the tissues of it will be the same, almost the same as if you sneeze, because it's coming out of your lymph system. It's just, additives from the urine. So yeah, it's cow snot.
Yeah, that's cow snot. Keep it real.
There you go.
So I actually I'm starting my little talk, my water talk off with things that you should not ingest.
There you go.
Sodium benzoate.
Dangerous.
Ramen noodles.
If you're not reading the ingredients in the packaging that you purchase out of a grocery store, then you're a fool. You must read the ingredients. For instance, sodium benzoate. In combination with ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, sodium benzoate and potassium benzoate form benzene, a known carcinogen. A known carcinogen. Causes cancer. Hyperactivity. We're still on sodium benzoate. Research published in 2007 for the UK's Food Standards Agency suggests that certain artificial colors in your drinks maybe I shouldn't name some of them drinks, but
Yes, name them. Name
the
them.
sports, how about I just say sports drinks? All right? If it's red, green, yellow, blue, purple, whatever, do not ingest it, because you're committing suicide.
Ooh.
And now that you know, you're not ignorant to it anymore. Hyperactivity. Sodium benzoate may be linked to hyperactivity behavior. The results were inconsistent regarding sodium benzoate, so the FSA recommended further study. But sodium benzoate is known to cause hyperactivity in children. You want to know why our babies are running around acting crazy? And then they want to pump your children with drugs. telling you that your children have ADHD or some other foolishness. Human breast milk is the only milk that a child should ingest. The only milk. You put that other stuff in your baby, you're killing your baby. Milk is the primary source of nutrition for newborns before they are able to eat and digest other foods. Older infants and toddlers may continue to breastfeed, either exclusively or in combination with other foods. And let me, in parenthesis, FOODS. Look it up in the dictionary. Food is to nourish your body, your cells. If it's acidic, it ain't giving you no nutrition. Yeah, I said ain't. It ain't giving you no nutrition. As a matter of fact, if it's acidic, the body cells will not accept it. That's also what deals with water. If your water is acidic, meaning below 7.0, as the molecules in your water need to be minute. If they're clumped together, they're too large to enter the cell walls. And as a result, as the molecules come around and they're too big to enter the cell goes, oh no, you can't come in. It's going to put up a fight. So the molecule steals or takes an ion from the cell wall. Makes it a free radical. And each time it comes around as a free radical, it's going to take another ion from a cell. Consequently, diabetes, cancer, etc., etc., etc. Stop killing yourself. If you're cooking or if you're preparing food for your family, don't take my word for it. Do the research, because I could be lying to you. But do the research. You want your food intake has to provide nutrition for your cells, for your organs. So you put something in your body, immediately the enzymes in your mouth send a message to your brain of the nutrition that is coming, or whatever it is that's coming into the body. And quicker than you can think about it, the brain sends the message to all of the organs, cells all through your body. So if it's nutritious, the cells are going to go, yeah, come on. But if it's against health, if it's something that's going to kill you, the cells are like, come on, don't send that down here. Don't put any more in. But we are programmed for taste. But before taste, we are programmed for smell. We are programmed for sight. So if it looks appealing, we go, oh, wow, that looks good. Right? And you put it in, right? And then it tastes good, it smells good, according to how we have been programmed. Stop killing yourself. Stop it. If you're providing the food for your family, stop killing your family. Which brings me to the bowels. We don't like to talk about it, but it's very, very important. discussing your bowel movements. It may not be a topic typically talked about at the dinner table or a cocktail party, but most people are actually somewhat obsessed with it, like me, and with good reason. The state of your gastrointestinal tract is a great barometer of the health of your body. The GI tract is a processing unit that metabolizes all of the nutrients you take in and eliminates all of the body's waste. Eating hard and dry, potato chips, cookies, processed peanuts, cooked peanuts. Y'all know all the stuff I'm trying to think of here.
Salts and sugars, things that don't need sugar.
But primarily hard and dry.
Pretzels.
Here you go. It's not putting any liquid into your body. And so when it goes in, it takes liquid away from your colon. Consequently comes constipation. The human body eliminates approximately 8 liters of water per day. However, if you're not putting in a correct amount of water, then you become dehydrated. And constipation, again, takes place. I need to move on. I don't want to stay too long. But this particular researcher says that eating a meal, let's say 12 o'clock in the day, is supposed to come out 40 to 45 hours later. I was taught 18 hours. Now, what that means is, let's say you eat a meal now, 18 hours later, that meal should be pushing out. But if you're constipated, taking in candy, a whole lot of dried and hard, unhealthy edible substances, it's going to constipate you. I got some paperwork here. You can.
I have a question.
Yes.
What if you go like more than once or twice or 3 times between that 18 hour, as far as going to the bathroom? If you go on a regular, like 2 times in the morning and 2 times in the daytime, or
Every
once in the
meal.
daytime.
Every meal that you eat should come out 18 hours later. Now, let's say you, again, all right, you have breakfast, right? For those of you who eat 3 meals a day, let's say you have breakfast in the morning. Okay, here you go. Let's say you have breakfast in the morning, and if you're a meat eater, it takes 8 hours to digest 1 ounce of meat. 8 hours to digest 1 ounce of meat. So now, for lunch, you have meat again, maybe a steak sandwich. And then for dinner, you may have a steak or a pork chop or whatever. And incidentally, white sugar is worse than eating pork. But let's say you have your 3rd meal now is let's say a piece of pork or steak or whatever, lobster, whatever. Most of the time, that first meal has not had an opportunity to digest. What happens is you put it in between there, you're going to have some fruit maybe. And if you drink with your meal, you're destroying the enzymes. And so that is further complicating the process of digestion. So by the end of the day, you have not digested the first meal, and you just keep putting it in. Just keep putting it in. 8 hours to digest 1 ounce of meat. It takes approximately 5 minutes to digest water, approximately 10 to 20 minutes to digest vegetables. Fruit, it takes approximately 15, 20 minutes, something like that. Fresh fruit, we're talking. I don't want to stay on one subject too long because I want to get to the water test.
Are you saying after you eat a meal that it should come out of you 18 hours later?
Yes.
Is that, I'm a vegan. It don't take 18
That's
hours.
why I
for me.
said I
I'm
go-
sorry.
Well,
I go.
that's-
2
Except for
times a
me.
That's
day.
because
I know it don't take no 18.
He said for meat
That-
eaters.
Oh,
that-
because that didn't make sense to me.
No.
18 hours, not for me.
that's because
That's
I said that because you eat a meal 18 hours ago, and it doesn't really always take 18 hours, but
Okay.
that's the maximum. You take in your meal, and you have another meal of a prescribed time in space, and that meal pushes out the first meal.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're vegan. Do you raw food?
Yes.
Okay, that explains it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know 18 inside.
I'm
that
talking
don't
every
make
4
I-
hours
I-
over this side.
18 hours, man, I'll be dead. I'll be below ground. I take 18 hours to get something out of me.
Well, believe it or not, there are some people, far too many, but there are some people, they come into my restaurant and they say, I don't feel good. My nose running, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I can't prescribe anything, but I let them know. I say, well, I ask them, I say, well, how much water are you drinking? And they go like, so I say, well, when the last time you moved your bowels? So when they take more than a second to answer that question, I already know what the problem is. Some people take as much, oh my God, 2 weeks. They haven't moved their bowels.
Oh
I'm serious. Because and then they say, oh, it takes too much time.
Oh, really?
I'm a truck driver, been driving trucks for over 40 years. If you ever go to a truck stop, you see these guys coming out, guys and gals, coming out of the truck looking like this. And when they get off the last step of the truck goes,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so serious, 300, 400 pounds.
Backed up.
Truckers don't like to stop. All right, now we're down to the water. I was in a rush because I worked today. I'll pass this book around. This is only one of the books.
Hold it up.
Hold it up. What's it called?
Your body's many cries for water. Oh, we can pass it around.
But you want to, I'm not much into technology, but I know that you can Google stuff, so look up the benefits of drinking water. This, I'll start this on this end. This is a pH chart. You want to ingest approximately 20 to 30% acidic food substances because you need acid in your belly to help you digest what you put in. No more than 30%. 70 to 80% of your food intake should be alkaline. Again, if you are too acidic, you're going to cause diabetes, cancer, and many of those other serious ailments. See young people, 40, 50 years old, walking around on canes. It's crazy. You want to look at this piece of paper here. Extremely alkaline forming foods, extremely acidic forming foods. You really should be eating raw food. 70 to 80% of your diet should be raw, because the raw food has the fiber that the human body needs. You may want to look up, when you go on your computer, power foods such as hijiki seaweed, Irish moss, kelp, cherries, cucumbers. Dr. Rafiq will tell you that cucumbers are the highest in alkaline foods that you can find. Cucumbers. And here's another for alkaline foods and acidic foods. And now we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Sometimes I bring other waters, but I'm just going to do it short today. This is Eternal. That's the name of it. Whole Foods was carrying it. It was like $30, $35 a case for 24 bottles. And we're going to pour just enough in here to do the test. They claim it's a natural alkaline spring water, keeping in mind that it's not alkaline unless it's 7.0 or higher. They don't claim any pH or anything like that.
While you're doing that test, can I ask you a question? Because I get my water from the Nile, Sarset. What's the pH of their water? I think you tested it before.
It's acidic.
It is
You got
acidic.
it? You got it again? I got pH tested here. Oh,
Yeah, it's acidic.
yeah. What's the name of that water?
It's New Waters.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
But
acidic or alkaline?
It's acidic.
Very
Because
It's under 7.0?
They've taken everything out.
Oh,
Okay.
they stripped it.
They stripped it.
Okay.
Reverse osmosis.
Yeah.
Okay.
They take everything out of the water, because your water has chlorine. Chlorine, I don't remember the dates, but I think it was the Second World War
Yep.
when
Germany.
yeah, when the Germans used it for war. Chlorine.
You put fluoride on this stuff too, yeah.
So they put that stuff. They put the chlorine in your water to kill all the germs. Interesting. Germs in German. To kill all the germs, right? But now, the closer you live to the reservoir, the higher the pH of the water.
Right.
Okay? Because they have to process and treat your water before it comes through the pipes. I told you I drive trucks. I used to go to Maine to pick up water for Poland Spring, Deer Park. The tanks come down out of the mountains after drawing the water up from the springs. Goes to the plant, set it up so that the pipes can take the water into the plant, out of the tanks. which means it's going through the pipes. So by the time you get it, it's acidic. Most of the nutrients have been stripped from it, going through the pipes. The further you live away from the reservoir, the more acidic, the less pH is going to be in that water. And just forget about the ORP. That's not going to happen. Our ORP is the oxidation reduction potential. So this bottle was produced May the 6th, no, they're saying it's good until May 16th, 2014. This was produced March 10th, 2012. This bottle has never been opened. I specifically brought this one because it's old. And I'm really not sure if it has held its pH and its ORP. You want your oxidation reduction potential to be negative. Negative means that the molecules, we're talking about water here now, the molecules in the water are small enough to enter the body cells, thus hydrating you. Now, this is a TDS meter, total dissolved solid meter. It will test whether your water is clean or dirty. This chart says that up to 100 is satisfactory. Is that what you see on there?
Satisfactory? I don't see where it says satisfactory.
What do you see?
I see the TDS parts per million, ppm, how pure is your water, ideal drinking water is 0 to 50, carbon filters, springs, aquifers, 100, up to 200 is hard, marginally acceptable 2 to 400, high TDS from tap is 400 to 500 plus, is US EPA's max contaminant level.
Most municipalities will say that drinking water that is 200 on the TDS meter, total dissolved solid meter, is acceptable. You want your water taken at this, I'm telling you, you want your water to be 50 or lower. Your drinking water. All right. This is eternal. The name of the water is eternal. What do you see on there?
Zeros.
3 zeros. What do you see now?
199. It looks like it's climbing. Like went from 198 to 199, and it stopped.
Okay, that's pretty dirty. Almost 200. Kind of dirty. But I'm going to show you something towards the end of this session here.
Zeros.
All zeros, 3 zeros. This is real water, and this is the old bottle, right? What do you see?
20.
20. It's the old bottle. This bottle was produced in March of 2012. What do you see?
26.
26. Now, towards the end of this demonstration, I'm going to show you what this stuff does. It will not clean your water. It will not clean your water, but it will do something else to make it acceptable. Keeping in mind that if your water is acidic, it will not hydrate you. So you'll just be drinking water, a liquid. This one, okay, pH meters usually take a little while to settle. So it started out at about 84, or I'm sorry, 8.0, 8.4, that's where it started. Right now, where is it?
It's 7.9.
7.9, 7.8. For the benefit of, for the sake of time, let's say 7.7, which makes it alkaline. This is the old bottle. We advertise 8.0.
8.9.
8.9. We advertise 8.0, and we guarantee that it will not drop below 7.0 within 6 months. We guarantee that. And this is the new bottle.
Nine. 8. 9. Well, 8. 8. 8.
8.8, 8.7. Okay, let's move on. 8.7.
8.7.
Now you're taking notes, right? What was this one on the pH?
7.7.
7.7. 7.7. I encourage everybody to find these meters. That way nobody can lie to you. You got these companies, they tell you one thing and they have these trick words and they fool you. For instance, it's not water this time, it's food. But these unhealthy edible substance stores, yeah, unhealthy edible substance stores. They will never tell you, and they are all over the world, but they will never tell you that it's nutritious.
Right.
They will tell you it tastes good and that it'll fill you up. You know what I'm talking about, Bob, right?
Yes, sir.
This is the ORP meter, oxidation reduction potential. I call it the mother meter. Because if your liquid is not negative, it will not hydrate you. And I am surprised. Negative 29. Negative anything is better than positive anything. That's interesting. Negative 26, 25. Okay, starting to drop a little bit. 24. $18, 17. Need a witness.
16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9.
It's on the negative side still. Interesting. I'm surprised.
8.
Negative 8.
7, 6, 5, 4. Zero.
So negative?
You
see the hash mark on the side over there, left side?
Yeah, it's still negative. It's zero and L.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
The negative went away.
Negative went away. It can only go positive from there.
Negative 61. 58, 57. Negative. Negative 58. Negative 59. Negative 60. Negative 56. 57. 58. 57. 58.
Okay.
57. Negative, whoa, 128, 138, 145, 140, 50.
So which means it's going to rise on the negative side.
Yeah, 155, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, negative 160.
Now, I'm going to show you, this is the real water concentrate.
Now, how many drops of that you need?
It depends. Brother just handed a bottle of Deer Park to me.
That's what everybody drinking in the hood.
Deer Park.
Deer Park is owned by Pepsi.
Yeah, Park, that's good.
Avion is owned by Pepsi.
They say that's the best of the worst.
Hey.
Son, real bad.
So can you do the same thing with a SAR set, put that concentrate in there to get the
pH.
alkaline by pH back?
Yes.
Okay, that was my question.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, this is the Deer Park TDS meter. It's going to measure your cleanliness or dirtiness. Surprise once more.
58. Staying at 58.
It's not too dirty. It's just about drinkable. pH meter, potential hydration. Starts out at 9.2.
Jump down 8, 5, 8, 5, 8, 4, 8, 2. 8, 1. 8. 7.9. 7.8. 8.2. 7.6. 7.5. 7.4. 7.3. Still dropping. Still 7.3. 7.2.
Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, because it's still 7.2. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that it's alkaline at 7.2, which is favorable. Now for the ORP, it started out at -50.
Negative 34, 33, 32, 31, 29, 28, 27, 24, 21, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0. Negative gone. 1, +1, +2, +3, +4, +5.
It'll never go negative. Now, as I was saying, real water concentrate it's made with even with these things, these peepers on, I can't see it, but I know potassium and magnesium. Magnesium and potassium. But they're not telling you what else they put in it. It's a company secret. It doesn't work in these because these are already what they need to be. This is a spray bottle. I don't particularly care for the spray bottle, but that's the way it came this time. This is the Eternal. You wrote all the numbers down? And you got this is a 2-ounce cup, so 1, 2 sprays. This is the Deer Park, same amount, 1, 2.
So how many of those sprays would you put in per gallon?
About 40. And I tested, the water was clean though.
I mean, 40 sprays, you actually put, okay,
yes.
per gallon, okay.
One of my customers has reverse osmosis. That's something else that we may want to look at. But one of my customers has reverse osmosis. And his water was down to 26, which meant that it was clean, but it was also acidic. So we added the pH ionizer filter. 40 sprays in a gallon of his water took it up to 100 negative and raised the pH to 7.2, 7.25 actually.
Because I seen your card. I seen the card there with that on there.
Okay.
And I saw it. So was that your card? The machine you're talking about at the now?
Not because.
Well, advertisement of what you're talking about.
Yeah, the advertisement for this water maybe. Okay. Yeah. Again, that concentrate will not clean the water, but this is the Deer Park. This is the pH.
7.8.
What was it before, brother?
7.2. Still 7.8.
That's the Deer Park. This is the eternal.
And then 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, 7, 7, 7,
7.8. What was it before?
7.7.
A little bit.
Have you tried that ionizer with spigot water with tap water?
Yes. It
And what was the
will.
results?
It will help.
Will it get it acidic?
Well, tap water is already acidic, and it will alkaline the water, but you have to use more.
Talking about liquid.
You have to use more of this, which is really wasting.
So
your
waste of
product.
time, you might as well buy the bottles of water then.
Well, that or get reverse osmosis, which will clean your water,
And then put that in.
and then use this real water concentrate. So now for the Deer Park, we're testing for the ORP, the oxidation reduction potential.
67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 78, 79, 80, 84, 86.
What-
Negative or positive?
That's
was the-
negative, right?
Negative.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was
What was the
talking
ORP before?
It was positive.
Positive?
Yeah, 94,
That's what I was
95,
talking
negative
about.
96,
Would it
97,
be
98,
negative with the
99.
ORP?
Ma'am?
That's what I was talking about. Would it be positive, negative with the ORP? That's what I was asking.
The
Once we
faucet
add-
water?
You mean tap water?
Yeah.
No, it'd be positive.
Well, tap water is already positive, but this will give it a negative charge. The real water concentrate will give it a negative charge, but it will not clean the water. So that's why if you're really concerned, and it is at the risk of not getting your business, reverse osmosis in your home is going to clean your water, and then if you get this is a 4-ounce bottle, it's cheaper than buying the bottle.
So what's the difference between that and concerned trace minerals that the Nile sells?
I don't know.
Okay.
So Deer Park was, what was it, 8.0? Negative? I'm not 8.0, excuse me.
It was 8. No, it was, after you put it in, it was 8, 8.2. What was it?
pH?
The ORP, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
ORP.
Yeah, my bad.
Negative. I mean, no, excuse me.
Your part for ORP?
Yes.
Before or after? Did you do
Yeah.
both?
Before we put the concentrate in there?
Mhm.
One of them
It was on the positive side.
was, yeah, it was on the positive
Yeah.
side.
The ORP was on the positive side.
Negative 114. Negative 115.
That's the eternal. Now, what was
It's
it?
eternal.
Yeah.
The eternal was, it was positive. We took it.
It was positive. All right. So now it's a negative 114. That's the eternal.
Excellent
Um,
presentation.
All right.
in a pinch, there's a great deal of talk about emergency, being able to have your backpack ready to rock and roll. There's various products out there. I know you all know about it. There's various products out there that you can take and have it in your bag. This is 4 ounce that you can add to your backpack.
Right.
Even if the water's dirty, at least you'll have a pH and a negative charge. One last thing I want to say, so Bell will tell you. The avocado, very important. You say a day, brother?
Yes, sir.
One a day. One a day. Keep yourself healthy. Keep healthy. I'm pretty much done. I have more water I can and for those of you who have your cups,
Baba Coleman,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna give her a complimentary water, so
Oh, okay, all right.
Thank you.
let's get started.
So,
What's going on?
I want to thank you for your attention. Thank you again.
Yes, sir. Give me the hand. Give me the hand. Yes, sir.
Be well, be healthy. If you're in the kitchen preparing food for your family, stop killing your family if you're doing that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Did all my papers come back? I gotta make copies. Thank you. But you all have a copy machine here?